Hello, everyone. I'm Oscar, and this is Tech Tribe Podcast, where we build a tribe of tech leaders. For today's episode, our guest is Sir Grassel Dunca. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Hello everyone. Hello Sir Oscar.
Hello, sir. How should I call you?
Okay na, Grassel or Gra na lang.
Gra. Okay. So, anyway, before we continue, I just want to share some stories. No, how did I find you here sa Facebook? So basically, I'm I'm a member kasi of ICPEP Region 3A, professional lifetime member of ICPEP Region 3. Then suddenly, nakita ko across a post ni ICPEP R3 yung DevCon. As far as I know, DevCon is one of the largest tech community here in the Philippines kasi meron yata sila sa Mindanao, meron din sila sa Visayas, and here in sa Luzon. And aside from that, napansin ko na si Sir Gra pala is nagpunta doon sa DICT Tech for Ed Awards. And nanggaling din ako doon. I don't know kung nabanggit ba doon yung DevCon or hindi. Ngayon, kung nabanggit man siguro yung DevCon doon sa awarding, sabi ko, ay siguro may picture ako kasama si Sir Gra. I don't know kung nabanggit ba siya or hindi. Hindi, parang wala yatang DevCon sa... Ano sir, nabanggit may DevCon
Oo,
noon?
meron. Oo. Bandang gitna eh. After yata ng if I remember after ng Bataan.
Okay.
Sobrang dami kasing awards ng Bataan eh.
Oo nga, sila pa yung nag-national, nag-top 1 eh, no?
Oo.
So yeah, anyway sir, can you share with us your story?
Yeah, sure. So, ayun. So, konting background lang for everyone, no? So, as Sir Oscar mentioned, no, I'm part of DevCon Philippines. Currently, I'm the chapter lead for DevCon Pampanga chapter, which was formalized noong December. No? So actually, even before yung kay DevCon, no? So I've been with the community of inside the tech industry for like quite some time na, siguro since 2018. So ayun nga, I'm native here sa Pampanga. Noong 2018, I tried my luck sa Manila, no? So Makati, BGC. And then doon ko na discover na yung dami palang communities dito, no? Like mga meetups. So like what happened between yun nga like 2018, 2019, 2 years, very active ako sa communities noon, no? So as in iba-ibang communities. So ang background ko kasi is more on product and business analysis. So hindi ako developer by yung background ko. Pero pupunta ako sa mga meetups ng mga pang developer. Like if you know yung Flutter, I think na-popularize yung Flutter ng around 2018. So when they started promoting it, pupunta ako dun sa mga meetups nila, no? So iba-iba. Also, I started with Agile Philippines din naman. Tapos Product PH, QA, QE also, no? So iba-iba. And then I figured na nung pagbalik ko ng like late 2019, like bakit walang ganito dito sa Pampanga, no? Parang like ang daming nami-miss out ng mga fellow Kapampangans ko dito na ayun. And why can I say na ang dami silang nami-miss out? I've met like a lot of people there during the meetups that are now my really really good friends and also my mentors. So if ikaw on a like professional perspective, no, you're actually getting mentorship for free. So as in like may kaibigan ka na, may mentor ka pa, no? So yung like and also imagine, no, yung since nag-start pa lang ako nung career ko noon. So, I have a lot of questions. And hindi naman all the time somebody can ask or somebody can answer your questions within your organization, no? So naturally, I lean towards yung mga friends ko na nakilala ko sa mga meetups and the communities na, hey, I'm having this dilemma. Do you have any experience here or expertise? Can I ask for your help? So basically ganun siya. Like, what I saw was the community was based on like helping one another, and yun nga, from kindness. As in, like, medyo cheesy, pero you'll find people that are very kind na you don't normally meet, no? Like, I would argue na yung mga naturo sa akin, hindi mo sila matututunan anywhere, especially like formal education, no? So I'm very fortunate na ganun yung nag-experience ko. That's why I tried bringing it here back in 2019. I was able to do some meetups noon, no? I think 3 meetups. Kaso nasakto yung pandemic noon. So ayun. So even actually yung mentor ko din nagsabi niya, "Oy, bakit hindi ka gumawa ng community dito?" So that's why I tried. And then after a few years, it was funny kasi parang you know Kuya Dev, 'di ba? Si Rhyme. So
Kuya Dev. Oh, nag-email
yeah.
lang sa akin pero wala pa siyang feedback.
Sige, I'll try to talk to him pag sige. So I'm a career shifter. So na-mention ni Sir Oscar kanina na nakita niya ako doon sa doon sa ICPEP din. Pero hindi ako ComEng. ECE ako. ECE yung undergrad.
Okay.
So ang nangyari is after a few years na-meet ko si Kuya Dev. That was Feb of 2024. Meron silang career shifters meet-up sa Ortigas. As in, like, outdoor siya. As in, parang meet-up siya. So, may nakakatawang story din na akala nila nag-rally kami. Kasi sobrang dami namin.
Ano yung mga career shifter talaga? Sama-sama?
Tapos, ayun, and then, like, I was joking around with him. Yeah, before ko kasi na-meet personally si Rem, nag-usap namin sa Facebook, like dun sa comment section, nag-PM ako sa kanya. Tapos sabi ko, "Uy, Rem, tara, punta tayong Pampanga. Tulungan mo akong gumawa community." No? So that was February, no? So, ayun. And then, like, when it came March, actually, a week after, nag-chat na ako sa kanya, "Uy, Rem, tara na." Sabi ko. Tapos, ayun, after 2 months, no, yun yung first meetup namin dito sa Pampanga, no? So, actually, even before ko pa pala na-meet si Rem, so there's this page in Facebook na, hindi ko sure kung nakikita mo, sir, yung programmer ako.
Yeah, programmer ako.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, si programmer ako, di ba sabi ko kanina, nagpa-meetup ako ng like 3 to 4 times dito sa Pampanga. It happens na yung isang admin nun, nag-attend pala nung isang meetup ko.
Okay.
And nakausap ko siya. Pero ayun nga, dahil medyo matagal na, hindi ko na siya paalala. Parang, sorry, sabi ko, hindi kita paalala. Pero kasi nag-post siya na, "Uy, bakit walang community dito sa Pampanga?" Sabi niya.
Okay.
Tapos sabi ko. Tapos, sakto nakita ko, message ako sa kanya. "Uy, gusto mo bang mag So we were talking back and forth, and then na-meet ko nga si Rem nung Feb. Tapos, kami, so 4 kami nag-start. So 2 kasi yung admin nung sa programmer ako. Si Rai tsaka si Carla. Shout out si Rai tsaka si Carla. So kasama ko sila ngayon sa DevCon, si Rai and Carla. Tapos ayun nga si Kuya Dev, si Rem. Tapos nung pagpunta namin, pagdating nga ng April, yun. Siyempre malakas yung hatak ni Kuya Dev. Parang nakakatawa kasi yung venue, it was just for 50 people. Tapos, dumating parang almost 90.
Ay, sumobra.
Tapos, kasi buti na lang sa mall yun, no? So, may mga tao na nasa hallway na. So, kasi siya, parang mga empty na stalls. Tapos, doon kami, tapos, hindi kami kasya, may mga nasa may hallway na. So, ayun, and then may yung first meet up, I had UXPH, no? Nag-collaborate kami sa kanila. Tapos yun nga, si DevCon. Tapos meron din pumunta from AWS user group, no? And then, nung time pa lang na yun, parang sabi niya, uy, boss ka, bakit hindi ka mag-apply ng DevCon?
Okay. The next start.
Doon nag-start. Tapos we had, ayun nga, so we had dinner afterwards, tapos ganyan. Tapos, yun palang current director ng DevCon, si Dom Delen, yung current director. Nakasama ko na siya before sa volunteer work nung 2020. So, if you know yung Rapid Pass,
yes, ginamit yun
so technically hindi yun yung project namin, pero within the same team, same group, no, si Rapid Pass. So yung sa amin kasi si Flag, Flag Express is a logistics solution, no? Pero within the same kami, si DevCon na gumagawa ng mga apps for yung COVID response. So doon ko siya nakilala, pareho kaming volunteer that time. Parang wala pa siyang major role sa DevCon doon. Tapos nung nag-apply nga kami, tapos ayun, kilala na kaagad ako ni Dom. Tapos ayun, somewhat na hindi man napadali, pero we already know each other, we know how we work, no. So ayun, and then it took us like half a year for the application, no. So yung kasing application kay DevCon, it's not just na, oy, gusto namin gumawa ng chapter dito sa Pampanga. Ayun na. It's not as simple as that eh. Parang they need to vet you na, uy, itong group ba na to sa chapter na to, can they deliver? So basically they're like parang looking if you can actually provide value dun sa community, no?
Yes.
Which that's what we're trying to do nung basically from May hanggang November, no? Tapos nung December, ayun, nag-oath taking kami sa Batangas. Not sure if nakita mo, pero yung Tech Nexus, it's one of DevCon's biggest event, no? Parang I think 700 students yung pumunta.
Okay.
So, ayun, and then ayan, nandito tayo ngayon, formal na si DevCon Pampanga. We have lots of plans for the rest of the year, no? And then pero for now, ngayong Q1, we're like trying to solidify muna yung team. Syempre, medyo pag we're doing na yung mga activities, ayan, so medyo marami ng work, no? So personally, like I told DevCon Pampanga team na we need to make sure na parang we act as effective as a team, no? So we actually have like 2 team building activities in January and February, no, for that purpose, no. So syempre, alam parang how can we help others if hindi kami nagwo-function ng maayos as a team, right? So that's where like investing right now, no? So ayun, tapos yun nga, just to share yung plans namin for Q1. So meron kaming collaboration with 2 blockchain entities, no, si ICP Hub tsaka si RWPH. So if anyone from your viewers wants to siguro around Region 3, no, if you want to like collaborate with ICP Hub or RWPH, you can reach out to us sa DevCon Pampanga. And then, ayun nga, also, nag-schedule na rin kami ng mga activities kay DICT. So, yun, we're trying to help din si DICT to form their presence here dito sa Pampanga, no? So, since bago lang din yung office nila, I think last year lang din siya natayo. So, nag-gather pa rin sila ng mga speakers, yung mga activities, ayan. So, we're also helping them out, no? So, ayun, that's at least what we have for Q1 this year. So, ayun. Baka may tanong ka, Sir Oscar.
Yes, sir. Yung DevCon Pampanga is pang ilang chapter na? 10,
It's
8, 9?
the 11th. chapter.
11th chapter na pala ang DevCon Pampanga. Si RM, si Kuya Dev, member siya or hindi siya?
Hindi, ano siya, partner siya. So,
Partner. Pwede siya maging partner talaga.
uh,
So, ano ang partnership ninyo ni RM? Magpo-provide siya ng coding series or?
Kailangan namin yung ano niya, yung charisma niya.
Yeah, no, kasi sabi mo kanina, siya yung naging kasama niyong apat, then may biglang dumating na mga estudyante.
Yeah.
And yung sa programmer ako, ano sila?
Yeah.
Medyo ano ba sila? Tawag dito?
So, ayun, yung sa programmer ako, dalawa sila. Si Rai is a software engineer. Tapos si Carla is a product designer. So, ayun, actually si Rai, nakapag-workshop na siya about GitHub dun sa isang partner namin na coffee shop and hobby shop dito sa Pampanga. So nakapag-workshop na kami. I think once. Pero nakailang events na rin kami doon, like yung mga meetups, ganun. So if you want to find yung cafe na sinasabi ko, you can search Mug and Magic.
Okay.
So dito lang sa Angeles yun.
Anyway, sir, talagang nakafocus ka na sa DevCon kasi lately I visited your LinkedIn. Meron kaya tang company or work? Meron ba?
Yeah, actually meron ng full-time job. So as a technical product owner, no. So corporate siya. And ayun, we know sometimes corporate it doesn't get as exciting. Pero but then again, that's the reality of it, no. Especially yung market nung company namin, hindi fast moving talaga. So we're trying to parang build like really big solutions for our customers. That takes time, and ayun nga, hindi naman siya ganoon kabilis and as exciting kamukha nung sa community or like startups, no. So personally, parang it helps me strike a balance, no, between like, okay, yung day job ko, it's more stable, it's more slow moving, pero pag community, it's more exciting,
Yes.
parang mas yun. So kaya ako ngayon parang medyo di man sinasabing double standard, pero I'm having like two perspectives then yun nga, on a larger scale na corporate and yung mga community na ganito. So ayun, and it keeps me sane. Kasi work from home ako eh. So parang ang socialization ko lang is actually yung mga yung mga community. So and kaya ayun, I think it's an interesting experience for me actually.
Okay. Okay, sir. To give our audience background, will you please share with us ano ba ang DevCon and bakit ka nag-join? Well, sabi ko kanina it's a community of tech enthusiasts. But will you please elaborate it with us?
Yeah, sure. So, si DevCon was actually founded 15 years ago by our founder, which is Winston Damarillo, no? So his background is he came from Silicon Valley, sa US, and then he came back. So if I remember correctly, the story was it's hard to find a group of people na mga developers 15 years ago. So that's why like ang hirap naman, ayun, parang I'm a developer, I can't talk to anyone or a group, no, unless may kaibigan ako. So parang they figured out na okay, why not we start a community initially for developers, no? Kaya it was named DevCon. So it's Developers Connect. But it actually
Okay. Akala ko developers conference, developers connect.
Developers Connect siya. So and then it eventually grew na hindi na lang na mas naging inclusive siya, no? Like ako hindi naman ako developer, di ba? So meron din kaming mga members din and mga volunteers na hindi rin naman developer, like mga designers, mga product people, di ba? So, currently, this, for me, si DevCon is actually like providing like a support system na for anyone who wants to learn tech, no? So, mas nagiging inclusive na siya, unlike before na, yun nga, pag narinig mong developers, parang mga programmers siya, no? Ngayon, mas ano na siya, mas all-encompassing na siya, no? So, kaya ano, parang since somewhat DevCon is already established na, no? And you can consider it like a big, ano na, parang as a big company na that has structure, it offers stability, no? So anyone who wants to join DevCon, parang binibigay niya 'yon, no? Unlike other communities na let's say grassroots communities na hindi pa solid yung parang you start from scratch. That is harder to do. Pero si DevCon, it's somewhat easier and also harder at the same time. Pero you know that you have like a solid support system, no? So ayun, like as I said, mas inclusive na siya. We're trying to reach as many people as we can, no, and bring the tech to them. Kaya ang dami din yung mga programs and initiatives with that like inclusivity.
Yung ba sir DevCon as a whole is may partner ba siya, or is it more of volunteerism, or
Yeah, actually it's yun nga, it's CSO or an
okay.
So talagang volunteers kami dito, no, na like for dun sa mga hindi nakakaalam, baka akala nila binabayaran kami ng DevCon, no? Not really. So pero nagbibigay siya ng funding. Let's say may mga event kami, bibigay siyang allowance for event, gano'n. And we have like partners na, for example, si ICT Hub is one of our major partners. So we help each other out both dun sa marketing and monetary or financial standpoint, no? So ayun, like if kung sino man yung interested na na maging like community organizer or leader, no? So wala siyang bayad.
Yeah. I think it is the core character siguro ng DevCon na yung volunteerism. No,
Yeah.
kasi if I think kung paid yan, I think it would not last eh. Kasi kung yun tinitignan na lang. Now, when we say volunteers, kasi kahit mga estudyante, volunteer na rin eh. Di ba?
Yeah, actually. So like interested kasi na sabi mo yung dun sa paid, no? So meron kami actually 2 volunteers na sumama sa amin sa Batangas. And then like ano sila, third year and second year students, no? And then they were doing something, usher sila dun sa event. So basically hindi sila attendee. So may in short nagtrabaho kami.
Yes.
And with that, kasi pag usher ka or like as a like volunteer ka nung event, you're gonna meet people like yung mga sponsors, di ba? Yung mga VIPs, etc. So we have like these 2 students that actually secured internship, no? So kasi nabanggit mo yung volunteerism, no? So I just want to emphasize na yung volunteerism, it's not always na ikaw yung nagbibigay eh. Pero it's something na you're giving something back because of the goodness of your heart and not waiting for something in return.
Yes.
Pero at times there's something in return. Yun nga. Okay. Yun nga yung may nakilala sila dun sa isang sponsor ni DevCon dun sa event. And then they were offered an opportunity for internship, no? So, and this is something na you don't get access ng basta-basta, no? Like if you're, let's say, if you're a student na yun nga nag-aaral ka or parang if you don't venture out, parang hindi naman lalapit sa yung opportunity na
Yes, correct.
ano, 'di ba? And then also if ako naman yung let's say sponsor, no, and I see you volunteering for this, I can say na, uy, parang gusto ko yung
Mm.
parang working ethic nito
Yes,
kasi
yes.
parang
Doon pa lang makikita mo na, no?
oo, he or she is doing this for free and like they're happy with it, no? So parang nabavouch ka na nung pagiging volunteer mo, no?
Yes. Mm-mm.
Yun. Ayun nga, same as also like for professionals, no? Let's say for professionals, yun nga, yung nabanggit ko, yung sa COVID response no, ni DevCo na gumawa ng apps, parang like you don't get an opportunity like that, no? So yung isang volunteer na nakasabay ko nun, so she was originally like a marketing officer at the time. So parang she's trying to enter into the product designing space noong 2020. Ngayon she's like already a product designer na because of yung sa pag-volunteer niya sa DevCon.
Mm-mm.
So there are so many, like for me there are so many inspiring stories na first hand daw. Parang hindi ko man nga pinagyayabang yung journey ko, mas pinagyayabang ko sa kanila eh. Uy, may kakilala ako na nag-volunteer tapos ganito na siya. So parang nakakatuwa lang din na ayun nga, like I said, volunteerism is not waiting something in return, no? Pero if something parang may mabibigay nga sa'yo, parang it's one of the most unexpected blessing you can get. So, ayun.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
hindi siya bayad, pero there, like the opportunities na potential na ma-present sa'yo can be very valuable. No? So, yun.
Yeah. So kanina kasi kayo ng 12, I wanna share with you yung aking isang podcast guest. I don't know kung kilala mo si Athena Abe.
Yeah. Si Acha, yeah.
Si Acha Abe. Ang siguradong mutual connection niyo si RM eh.
Oo, yeah.
Yeah. So kanina napag-usapan namin kasi nag-start siya na mag-talk ng ComSci. Nung third year ComSci student siya. And nag-start din siya as a volunteer. So being a volunteer is not just nagvo-volunteer ka nga. In return, you have these networks na magba-branch out ka. Hindi mo alam, after graduation, sila magbibigay sa'yo ng opportunity.
Actually, yeah.
So, sabi nga niya sa podcast, hindi pag sinabing volunteer ka, hindi ka na mag-volunteer. Kahit walang bayad, tignan mo mabuti yung mga networks na mabibuild mo.
Yeah.
Sabi niya gano'n. Tama nga din naman kasi after graduation, kung saan ka pala magbibuild ng network mo, sayang yung oras mo.
Yeah,
diba?
actually.
Kung estudyante ka pa lang, meron ka ng foundation, may connections ka na, network ka na, then it is 100% sure na meron ka talagang mabubuong rapport and then eventually, magtrabaho ka.
Actually, totoo yan. Like, yung I would say siguro 4 out of 5 ng mga naging trabaho ko, puro referral.
Ayun,
galing sa kilala sa community, no?
Mm.
So, parang it's hard to actually apply for a job right now.
Yes.
Na galing sa for a number of reasons, no? So, interesting kasi meron akong talk sa Tuesday dun sa school dito sa Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk about like how would students navigate, no? Pero yun, like yung community is one of the hindi man shortcut or cheat code, pero parang ganun eh. Parang it's a better padrino system. I'm not sure if nakita mo yung post ni Kuya Dev about yung referral or yung podcast niya about padrino system.
Yeah,
So, pag kasi sabing padrino system, pag yung mga medyo matatanda na sa industry, pangit yung Pero like currently now, interesting kasi yung isang inattendan ko na ICT Council meeting ng DICT, I think last November. December din yun eh. Na, ayun nga, yung mga founders, tsaka yung mga, yung mga hiring managers ng certain organizations, they actually find it easier na mag-hire ng tao pag may referral. Especially if yung nag-refer is pinagkakatiwalaan nila. So, that's something na hindi agad if you're volunteering, no? Parang kunyari, yun nga, student ako nag-volunteer ako. Hindi ko naman agad makikita yun, like, as an outsider. Like, kunyari ako gusto ko palang mag-volunteer. You don't see that automatically unless ikaw may maka-experience eh.
Yes, correct.
So
kung ako doon, kung student ako, hindi ko alam yung LinkedIn talaga eh. So, kung ako lang nung college siguro, third year, second, kasi naging officer din naman ako before ng namin, council namin. But doon lang sa school namin, hindi naman kami nakipag-collaborate with other groups, tech communities. Wala naman dating ganun eh. Hindi naman uso eh. Yung binubuo yung ngayon na AWS, nakipag-partnership kayo sa AWS, wala naman nun.
Diba? Kanya-kanyang sarili-sariling sikap lang. Actually, yun unfortunate ng mga students ngayon. Kasi ako, actually, kung makita mo yung mga chapter leads ng iba-ibang lugar, medyo late bloomer na ako eh.
Hindi naman.
So, tapos, kaya tawag sa akin, boss, o kaya, sir, kasi, pero, interesting kasi, like, for younger generation, very fortunate sila kasi nandiyan yung So, ayun nga, and then, since yung mostly mga volunteers na mga students, no, actually, nakikita, yung nasi-share nila yung nahirapan sila, ganito, yung, ay sir, nahirapan kami sa ganito kasi hindi natuturo sa school, ganito, ganyan. So, it's easier for them na, oy, wait, meron tayong kakilala na pwede magturo sa ganito. I can reach out na, so this is, like, as a chapter lead, no, this is my way of thanking them na, kunyari sir, student ka na volunteer ng DepEd Pampanga. Sabi mo, ay sir, meron kang thesis na kailangan ng, sabi nating, AI or computer vision. Like, okay, sige. So, AI, it's something na we want to also teach or like share sa community. Since merong may need sa team ko ng learning about AI, I'm gonna prioritize that. No? Like, okay, hanap tayo ng speaker, hanap tayo ng group that can give that. Ang una kong customer dun or audience would be yung mga volunteers. It's because, again, it's for them, no? Parang,
yes.
Yun nga, parang they're giving their time and effort, no? So it's a way for me for giving back to them na, okay, since nag-spend ka ng time kay DevCon Pampanga, so bigyan kitang something in return na mentorship or If hindi ko kayang mabigay mentorship personally, paghahanap kita. So,
yeah, and I think that's one of the great what do you call this? As a leader, you have to give spotlight to your team din eh. Kasi they are teaching, they are helping you na rin. Then why give them a chance? For example, they are expert in that field naman. Pag binigyan mo sila ng chance na mag-talk sa mga ganyang events, then it's a one way of giving them the opportunity na rin na, uy, itong si volunteer na ganito, magaling siyang mag-talk. Hindi magbigay tayo ng talk sa kanya. Then, in return naman, makikilala siya ng iba't ibang companies din nga, 'di ba? Parang ganun talaga, give and take talaga 'yan eh, no?
Yeah. Actually, like, it's easier for students to pursue that kind of like volunteer ka tapos may mahanap ka ng mentor. Actually, yung nahirapan kami. So, this is probably true for yung mga nag-start na communities is ang hirap maghanap ng mga professionals na like tulad natin that are willing to give their time. So, this is not to this is not to discredit anyone, no? So,
yes.
Let's say may friend ako na very enthusiastic siya, no? And then parang when I started yung DevCon Pampanga, parang, uy, tara, ganito, ganyan. So, syempre, yun, hindi kasi ako maka-pray kasi may babantay sa bahay, yung ganun, parang ayoko nang pag-usapan yung trabaho after ng shift. Kasi this is essentially like work outside work eh. Parang, alam mo yun, parang, okay, after ko after kong magtrabaho about software, paglabas ko, I'm into tech din. So parang so there are like people na na gusto na lang nilang they want to do something else. And that's fine, no? Pero what does it mean for the community? No? So ang pinaka effective kasi na support system for the community, no? Napag-usapan din namin to ni Dom na we have to invest in professionals. And also actually nabanggit rin to nung friend ko na community leader din sa Bohol, si Ashley. Sabi niya, kasi sabi ko, bakit parang gusto kong parang magbigay ng something for the students, no? Parang tapos sabi niya, wait, yung students kapag tinuruan mo ngayon, matagal yung ROI, which is okay, that's true. Parang kunyari, meron kang tinuruan na students ngayon, it would take some time before they can actually teach others. Kasi they need to, di ba? Parang they need to hone the skills and ganun. So, ang sa amin is, okay, can we find professionals that are already willing to teach, no? So, right now dito sa Pampanga, mga ilan lang, mabibilang ko sa daliri ko yung mga professionals na na willing, no? So, ayun, yung mga kasama ko sa team. Tapos, ang nakakatuwa pa, yung isang yung isang professional na nakilala namin. Cybersecurity expert siya.
Okay.
Which is very very rare in general. Mas rare siya dito sa Pampanga. So, pumunta siya sa isang meetup. Tapos, syempre pag sa meetup, no, we try to get to know everybody, no. Tapos ayun. So, actually few times na nangyari to na in-approach nila ako na, sir, gusto kong mag-share ng knowledge ko. Paano gagawin na parang paano yung discarte natin? So, ganun. So, ayun, we have someone from IT operations, we have someone from cybersecurity, we have someone from data engineering, no? So, as in sila nag-approach sa amin na gusto nila magturo. So, which is para sa amin, we're very fortunate to have them, no? So, kaya we're also giving them the chance na we have this event sa school that yun nga, yung sa students gusto mo ba mag-share ng something around sa profession mo? Tapos yes naman sila kagad. So parang yes, sabi ko. Hindi ako mag-isa na as a professional. So yun siguro for those who are trying to start a community, no? If you can try to find like professionals that are already experienced na willing magturo. Kasi parang low-hanging fruit na yun na bigyan pa na lang sila. Kunyari, ikaw, sir, may gusto kang ituro. No? Pero hindi mo alam saan maghanap ng venue. Hindi ka marunong market, hindi ka marunong maghanap ng tao. No? So, ang ino-offer namin, like as a community and si DevCon, like we're gonna help you find the audience. No? And it's up to you na like how you would teach. No? So, that way we're like nurturing yung community itself talaga. So parang we're not trying to build a community na dependent sa aming organizers na. So medyo mahirap kasi yun, hindi siya sustainable eh.
How about sir sa DICT? Nagbibigay sila ng speakers? I think last time
actually nangingi sila speaker sa amin.
Ay baliktad. Kasi nag-chat sa akin si Opel, kala mo?
Oo, siya yung kausap ko. Actually, si Ma'am Opel, yun. Regular kaming nag-uusap, tsaka pupunta ako sa office nila. Like, ma'am, sabi ko, ano bang, natin, balak natin ngayong 2025. Tapos sabi niya, sir, start na lang tayo ng Feb. Kasi parang may inaasikaso yata sila ngayong January. No? So, collaboration din kasi. So, eto medyo hindi ko alam kung medyo cheesy na technique. So, ang napansin ko, if you want to target yung let's say schools or mga ibang medyo traditional na institutions, malakas yung hatak ng government agencies like DOST, DICT, DTI. Ayan.
Mm-mm.
So parang kasi imagine if you're like kunyari dean ka ng school. Sasabi tapos mag-reach out sa'yo si DevCon Pampanga. Parang ano to? I mean, if you're not di ba? If you're not
Yes.
familiar.
Sino to?
Parang,
Ano to?
di ba?
Diba?
Tapos so which is like we had this agreement na kay Ma'am Ophel na ma'am, pag school I can let you own the event, pero we're gonna help you yung dun sa mismong structure ng program, kami
Okay.
yung sa amin yung galing sa amin yung team, sa amin yung Tapos kumbaga, alam mo yun, parang it builds confidence din yung mga institution na to with DICT.
Mm.
Kasi DICT has really good initiatives, no. So they just need some help at times sa yun nga sa execution. Yun nga, since dito sa Pampanga, bago lang din. So that's why I'm trying to help them out, no. Tapos yun nga, yung provincial head dito, he was actually
sa UB grad yata yun eh.
Si Jonathan Solis.
Solis.
Ano yun?
Provincial head nga pala, provincial head.
Schoolmate ko siya. So, ayun.
Okay.
ECE din siya. So,
yeah, nung kasing sa amin last year, we have this partnership na rin with DICT Nueva Ecija. And yun nga, natapat naman with our partnership, na awardan din naman kami nung Tech for Ed Awards. And now, ako kasi is the ICT division head dito sa LGU namin. And magkausap kami ni Jason. I don't know if kilala mo si Jason. Siya yung ILCDB focal person dito. Na iba rin talaga ang hatak nung DICT.
Yeah.
So, kasi I have this plan of giving thanks sa mga teachers namin dito sa DepEd. In a way na magbibigay kami ng CPD points, training for them. And sabi ko, hindi po kami ang mag-sponsor, hindi po LGU, DICT po. Nung sinabi ko DICT, yung survey form namin umabot ng more than 20, more than 30, hindi lang ICT. Kasi ako ang focus ko talaga, ang target ko is ICT coordinators lang. Ano nangyari? Spread out pala yung
form.
Yung form na hindi naman ICT. So yun nga, tama din naman. Kung isa kang tech community and you are trying to establish your presence, especially in the schools, as much as possible, you have to partner with these NGAs, national government agencies. For example, sa CHED, pwede rin naman sa CHED, pwede rin naman sa DICT, DOST, tama din naman talaga yung ganong way.
So, ayun nga. Interesting din kasi yung sa DICT, na-meet ko na si Sec Ivan.
Oo nga pala.
Oo.
Yung Rice, no?
Oo, yung sa Rice. Tsaka si Yusek Josel. So, parang ang ganda rin ng vision nila eh. Pero but like for them, they're like more on the strategy eh. So they really need help dun sa tactical, dun sa execution. So that's why like natutuwa naman like for me, I don't mind like DICT ba to, DevCon Pampanga ba to, or whatever community. As long as I can help dun sa community, no? Like kaya ganyan na like okay, kahit hindi siya ownership ni DevCon Pampanga, if we can collaborate with like government agencies, that's already like a win for us. So, ayun nga, kasi iba rin kasi na nagiging parang confident din yung mga institutions sa mga government agencies natin. Yes. Diba? Parang para at least somewhat nababawasan yung hindi yung government kasi ganito ganyan. Alam mo na yun. So we're trying to change that. And I think yun nga yung mga I would say yung mga top 3 na gusto kong maka-collaborate with, yun nga si DICT, DOST, tsaka si DTI. So far sila yung target ko. So far si DICT and may relationship na kami. So this year siguro probably si DOST tsaka si DTI. Yeah. Si DOST actually meron ng partnership si DevCon Philippines.
Okay.
So pero dito sa regional tsaka sa provincial wala pa. So yun yung target ko, regional and provincial.
Okay. Dun sa ano, nabanggit mo kanina yung sa Rice, no? Nainggit ako sa'yo. Kasi in-invite ako before, in-invite ako ni Ma'am Ophel din dyan sa Rice.
Oo.
And sabi niya sa akin, invite kita sir, pero invite mo rin si Mayor. Siya sana yung Mayor namin sana yung mag-isang panel.
Okay.
Yung panel
Yeah.
sana siya. Ngayon nga lang kasi natapat naman, nung time na yun is SGLG Award. Ng
Okay.
DLG, kaya hindi siya naka-reply. Kung nakapag-reply siya and umuo siya, sana nagkita tayo dyan and nakita ko rin sila Ma'am Ophel, sila Ma'am Jusel, tsaka
Oo.
si Sec. Pero si Ma'am Jusel, si Attorney Jusel, nakasama ko naman siya or nakapag-picture ako sa kanya doon sa may Victor sa NICP. I don't know if you are aware with NICP, National
Yeah.
Council.
Yeah.
So meron silang Victor doon. Doon kami pumunta and then sabi ko, pupunta dito sila Attorney Giselle tsaka si Ma'am Delphine, Emilio Delphine. So nakapag-picture ako sa kanila, yun nga lang, hindi pumunta si Sec.
Like Ivan. Oh.
Sec Ivan, ang kala ko pupunta siya kasi ang alam ko lahat ng NICP events nandun siya eh.
Actually, ang ganda ng usapan dun sa Rice. Like yung strategy per ICT council per region. As in sobrang iba, like very contextualized na, let's say from like yung sa Mindanao, yung sa Visayas. Like even yung provincial na kahit sabihin mong within Mindanao, magkakaiba talaga sila. Like kunyari sa Zamboanga ganito yung strategy nila, yung sa Davao ganito. So very interesting na parang at least we know na yung ICT Council is adjusting to the context, no? Hindi lang yung generic na ito sinabi ng national yung gagawin natin. Yun na yun. So for me that's like a really good thing na at least they're aware what are the needs of the area. So hindi lang na ito gagawin natin kasi ito yung nakapag-increase ng GDP ng So
kasi nung meron akong nakausap din na podcast guest na ang sabi nga niya, iba-ibang province, iba-ibang region, iba-iba ng situation. Kaya hindi pwedeng kung ano gusto nila, yun ang gagawin natin. We have to have this strategy na applicable sa anong situation natin.
Yeah. I think yun din kasi yung like currently dito sa Pampanga, ang hirap maghanap ng let's say reliable source ng data, like ano ba yung mga popular na trabaho for tech, ganun. And like the community actually like offers like insight to that, no? Like sa amin, tinatrack namin yung trend na pag ganitong event, tinatanong namin kung student ba kayo, professional, ganun, anong work ninyo. So somewhat may insight kami. Pero like yun yung pain point ko dito eh. Like actually majority ng mga organizations or communities, like ang hirap ng existing data, parang you have to collect it yourself. So sa amin, parang we're always experimenting eh. Like last year, walang umulit na format ng activity namin. So we're trying to see which kind of activity can that people would respond to, or sinong mga tao yung mag-respond sa ganitong klaseng activity. So we actually have like data on that. But then again, it's probably not as representative kasi konti pa lang eh. So that's I think one of the value dun sa community, no? Like kunyari ikaw pag pumunta ka, like, uy, ang dami palang developer dito, ganun. Uy, ang dami palang mga designer, ang dami palang So somewhat makita mo na dahil ayun nga, madaming developer kasi probably because maraming companies dito sa, let's say sa Clark, na nag-hire ng developers.
Yes, Clark.
So somewhat nako-connect mo eh, like okay, kaya madaming developer dito kasi this is the type of businesses we have. So ayun, parang even when I ask for my recruiter friends na, uy, mayroon ba kayong data ang ganito? Though syempre, baka hindi na pwede i-share. Pero yung publicly available data, ang hirap maghanap. Like,
Mm.
if I'm a student or if I'm a career shifter or a professional that wants to explore like something different, no, it would be very hard for me
Mm.
kasi I don't have any data, I don't have any
Yes.
insights. Oh, somewhat the yung community somewhat alleviates that eh. Kasi
Mm.
syempre pag pumunta ka sa mga activities namin,
Yes.
nakakapagkwentuhan ka, like ganun. So it's more parang may nakukuha kang something na anecdotal evidence pa rin kesa wala. So,
Yes, yes.
oh, especially mga students yung lagi nilang kwento sa akin, "Sir, di ko alam anong or kunyari gusto ko ganito yung role ko, pero hindi ko alam saan ako mag-a-apply, saan ako magsisimula, ganito, ganyan." So,
Mhm.
that's something na I'm also trying to cultivate din dito, no? Apart from upskilling, apart from
Mhm.
yung parang the net, yun nga, yung support system in terms of if someone is like getting lost and trying to find
Yes.
their career, no?
Mm.
So, malaking value yun sa sa community, which is kind of hard to quantify.
Mm.
Parang ang hirap nga i-measure eh. Para I'm trying to think of like some metrics pero nakakaya kasi magtanong na, uy, yung sa DevCon Pampanga, nakakuha ka bang trabaho dahil sa DevCon Pampanga? Di ba? Medyo awkward siya. So, pero you can see those yung value ng like imagine may mga galing pang Pangasinan, may galing pang
Oo.
Bataan, Tarlac, nung mga pumunta dito sa amin. So, kaya ganun na so yun yung si Pampanga kasi balik ko lang kay DevCon.
Mm.
So, parang siya yung pioneer na parang North Luzon chapter.
Oh, wala pa
So,
sa Baguio? Walang dev.
wala. Wala.
Okay. So ang kung
So,
scope
ayun.
mo is central to
Actually yun nga.
Batanes.
Oo. So, actually yun talaga din like ang kasi ni DevCon, kaya strategic yung mga like chapters niya. Kunyari kay Pampanga, like pwede namin i-support lang let's say yung buong Region 3. Kasi parang malapit lang din naman, no? So imagine mo if nandito ka, kunyari nasa Nueva Ecija ka, may pupunta ka event, pupunta ka pa ng Manila, ganun, or pupunta ka pang Bulacan. Or hindi ko alam kung gaano kadalas yung event sa Bulacan, pero I think hindi kasing dalas ng sa Manila. No?
Hindi.
So, ayun. Yung Bulacan, at least, may dalawang option sila. Manila o kaya Pampanga. Oo,
Yeah.
kasi nakikita sila eh. Pero, alam mo yun, parang, again, it's giving access to, yun nga, to information and opportunity rin yung what we're trying to achieve din sa community.
Yeah. Anyway, sir, tanong ko lang din, ano yung naging scope ng talk mo sa ICPEP?
So, ICPEP, I think it's more, like, how can communities, like, help yung industry? So, actually, same nung napag-usapan natin na, yun nga, yung
mga tech community.
yung mga hindi natin na kukuha na pag-aaralan sa school. Like, the community is there to support it, no?
Okay.
But then again, like, it's not substitute for, like, formal education, no? Pero, we all also know na hindi rin naman perfect yung educational system. So we're trying to support it then. So ayun
How
din
about yung
kasi hindi, I mean yung sa ComEng, no, ang community niyo diyan automatic yung ICPEP, di ba?
Yes.
So what if parang I want to explore outside ng mga ino-offer niya ICPEP, di ba? So saan ako pupunta? So mga ganung usapan.
How about dun, sir, sa hindi kasi ako nakatid ng RISE eh. Ano bang naging strategy ng RISE?
Yun. So, yung sa RISE, actually, nakalimutan ko na yan. Pero, like, for 2025, it's more, they're focusing more dun sa mga areas. Parang, like, very general nung strategy ng national. Pero they're trying to empower yung, like, individual areas na to pursue yung ano. Maganda actually yung sa ano, yung sa Rizal. Kasi sobrang lapit niya sa Manila. So parang nalilito, like if you're like a professional sa Rizal, no? Ano yun, mag-i-stay ka ba sa Rizal or dayo ka na lang na Manila? So they have like an interesting dilemma, no? Pero ang galing kasi they found out na, let's say on a barangay level, I know that most tech professionals are, let's say, product designers. Ganon ka-granular yung data nila. Kaya natuwa ako like, wait, like, sa barangay na to, designers, ito sa developer. So may ganun sila, parang, and then they adjusted their strategy towards that, na they're like, for example, they're attracting more investors na that would probably offer jobs for said designers na malapit doon sa barangay na yun. So ganun ka intricate yung plan nila. Which is very 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 nice. Parang ayun. Currently dito sa Pampanga, hindi pa ako masyadong immersed sa ICT Council dito. Though I have attended some, pero ang focus nila is more on IT BPM. So yeah, which is fine. I get I have strong opinions, pero I get where they're coming from. Kasi si IT BPM, siya yung malakas mga hatak ng financial eh.
Yes.
So, ang dilemma lang minsan yung students, like, if they want something outside nung in-offer ni IT BPM, saan sila pupunta?
Yes.
Kasi si IT BPM nandito na eh.
Yes, nandiyan na eh.
So, okay, hindi mo na kailangan maghanap elsewhere. Pero like for some outliers na hindi naman yun yung direction nila. So, how can we help? So, ayun. So, that's what I'm trying to explore din. Like, ICT Council covers IT BPM. Maybe someone else can cover ibang area naman. So,
how about the gig economy, mga freelancers dyan?
Actually, madami. Like, mga VAs. Like,
di ba? Pwedeng yun eh. Ibang group, ibang hahawak nun eh, di ba?
Actually, medyo tricky din kasi si freelancer kasi sobrang broad niya eh.
Oo, napaka-broad niya.
So ayun, medyo hindi ko pa natatouch yun kasi sensitive din siya kasi kailangan, dahil broad siya, kailangan medyo yung pag-approach mo eh.
ICT as a whole, napaka-broad eh. Meron kang game developers, meron kang mga
meron mga VA, like, as in multi-skilled talaga. So, and then, ayun nga, like I said, isa sa mga, yung mga freelancers, gusto na lang magstay sa bahay. So,
yes. Diba?
So, ako, we're trying to, kasi, na somewhat yung regular na meetups na, yung magkikita-kita naman na face-to-face. Like, syempre, tagal din natin na, sa pandemic, di ba?
Yes. Anyway, sir, ano ba ang naging challenges sa'yo sa DevCon Pampanga? What are the challenges that you have experienced?
Ayun, so like I said kanina, yung data, like, I'm gonna look at it as a product perspective. No? So for example, effectively, I'm like the product owner ng sa chapter namin. So as a product owner, so ayun, I think it was easy for me na mag-develop ng vision for the team. Kasi parang we already know na okay, ito yung gusto naming makita sa sa community. The hard part is yun nga, yung sino yung mga customers namin. Like, okay, in principle, kami yung first customers eh. So, by trying to think of it as our first customer. So, if kami yung first customer, sino yung mga second level customers namin? Like, okay, for example, let's say ang persona ko is I'm a professional na ganito yung let's say a senior professional na ganito yung background ko. So, can we actually find like someone with that persona, 'di ba? Same as students. So what we came up with was, since walang reliable source ng data, we just experimented. Like, pero ang experiment namin was, okay, for example, meron kaming format ng meetup na may mga breakout rooms. So, parang may mga mini talk sila. So, kunyari, yung last time, meron kami DevOps, web app and mobile, web dev and mobile dev, UI UX and AI, all in one talk. So siguro ang sa experience ko kasi, I'm keen into like facilitating these kinds of activities, no, like even outside the community, like as in general. So that way nakikita namin saan yung spread ng tao na, uy, ang daming pumunta dun sa web and mobile. Uy, medyo konti sa AI. Is it because natatakot sila? Hindi nila naiintindihan? Uy, konti dito sa UI UX. Pero mas masinsinan yung usap nila dahil konti sila. Ganun. So, those are the kinds of, parang it's challenging kasi, like, how do you interpret those kinds of observations, no? Kasi hindi sila, those are like by the numbers eh. Parang you see it with your own eyes, pero you can't like put numbers on it. No? So parang nagiging siyang parang gut feeling na, okay, medyo mas yung dito, for example, yung kwentuhan dun sa sa web dev and mobile dev, more on yung mga experience nila na like, ang dami namin meeting, gano'n, hindi kami nakapagtrabaho. So more on, as in naging kwentuhan na na parang magkakatropa sila. Tapos yung sa iba naman, technical, kunyari sa DevOps, sabi niya, ito yung gusto ko mag-automate ng deployment namin, ganyan. So you see yung need nila. For example, yun nga, yung sa mobile app and web dev, parang they're not trying to get more technical knowledge eh. Pero they're trying to get like, siguro yun nga, yung makakwentuhan, ganun.
Insights, mga ganun.
So parang, and then yung iba naman, they're more keen into, okay, pag DevOps pala, kailangan namin mas technical na usapan. So those are the things that we're trying to look for, no. Yun, ang hirap niyang i-quantify.
Okay.
Actually. Pero siguro dahil ang background ko is more on product, kaya I'm somewhat able to interpret it in a way. So basically, it's hard to find your first customer. Yun yung mahirap mo. Like, and also like, meron ding mga times na konti lang nag-attend, meron marami, meron. And that's fine. Like, like yung napag-uusapan namin ni Dom, like, we focus on quality din talaga ng community.
Yes, quality over quantity talaga.
Kasi kapag like yung na-mention ko kanina about yung support system, pag nakakuha ka ng regular na nag-a-attend, regardless ng topic, regardless ng format, pag pupunta sila, parang they're gonna be part of your parang support system na within the community. Yung mga kuya, ate, tito, and tita sa So ganun yung parang we're trying to invest then more on them. So that pag may kunyari, may bagong nag-attend, no? Tapos nalaman nila regular pupunta itong taong to, tapos they can share the stories, no?
Yes,
so,
yes.
Kumbaga, nagiging self-sustaining na siya na hindi na kailangan na yung organizers. Yung kailangan pa mag-persuade. So kumbaga, sila na. Which is the, like, that's how a community should be, no? So, ayun, like, it's hard to look at it like numbers wise, kasi yun nga, voluntarism, it's more on a moral goals, mga ganun. So ayun, I would say it's not for the mabigat yung commitment. Like, ayun nga, nabanggit natin kanina, walang bayad, gano'n.
Yes,
And madalas, abonado ako, gano'n.
Yeah. So, anyway, sir, tanong ko na lang din, ito last few questions na lang din, no? What are the will you please list down the projects that you're planning to execute this year? And I'm hoping that ano kasi ako as I don't know if you're aware na I'm a part-time lecturer. Baka pwede kitang ma-invite or the DevCon as a whole as guest sa aming ano no sa mga talks namin. Kasi ako meron akong subject na seminars wherein
For
ang
engineers.
instruction sa akin, I have to look for guest speakers that will eventually talk to my students. Ano ba ang saan ba sila papunta? Ano ba nag-aabang sila sa ganyan? Yes, sir. Baka pwede mong i-share sa amin yung list of projects and possible collaborations with other
Ayun.
institutions.
So, okay, for Q1, like I mentioned, no. So, nag-training na kami with ICP Hub for blockchain related workshop, no. That's one. Next is si Arweave PH. So, si Arweave PH are actually the same people with Web3 Bulacan. So, we actually had this talk last year na mini bootcamp kami. So, ang difference ng workshop and bootcamp, yung kay Arweave kasi na bootcamp, we were talking na siguro 4 weeks na 4 session siya. Pero may output. Like, kunyari sir, let's say mag-enroll ka dun sa
Bootcamp.
Dun sa bootcamp. So it is for free, syempre, no? And what we're asking you is you have to share your project with us. Siguro via article, ganun, or via something like that na ang discarte namin kay Arweave is just like 15 to 20 people max per bootcamp. So, ang goal kasi namin doon is those 15 to 20 people can help also teach yung after nung ano. So,
okay.
So, ayun, ganun siya. Same as kay ICP Hub, no? Like, nagpapatrain na trainers din kami. So, those are the two big things coming dito sa Q1 namin. And of course, yun nga, yung mga usual na meetups namin dito. So, niwan din mawala yun. And then for Q2, we're siguro by the end of Q2 or start of Q3 na to, we're yung biggest goal namin for the year is yung startup or hackathon, no? So what we're planning to do is before the hackathon, we're gonna conduct workshops that are essential, no, na magagamit mo sa mga hackathon and startup events. So probably by Q2, ganun kami. Siguro product design, like sales and marketing, no, yung mga ganun. No? So yun. So at least for Q1 and Q2 ganun kami. So for blockchain and baka yun nga, product designing by Q2. So that's for like DevCon Pampanga. And since meron din kaming partnership, no, with DOST and LaSalle dun sa climate initiatives na TBI, CREST. So most likely some of our activities may theme siya na climate resilience. So actually meron kaming event by Feb, parang hindi pa yata siya na-announce sa Manila. This is about climate resilience. Send na lang kitang invite if pag-open na siya.
Yeah, sure.
Kasi, sure kami nandun pero hindi as attendee. Magtatrabaho kami doon, most likely. So, ayun, yun yung mga plans namin. So for collaborations, no. So nabanggit ko yung climate resilience, no. So meron kaming kakilala dito sa Bataan, si CloudTech. Hindi ko sure kung nakita mo na. So si CloudTech is a startup, no, for climate related products. So we're gonna have probably a collaboration with them siguro by Q2 na or Q3. So not sure kung nakita mo na yung Bataan Startup Day before nung
Hindi ba?
November. So may ganun. So parang nagpapatulong ako sa kanila like how did you organize that? So ayun. So by Q2 hackathon or startup day or like siguro days
Mm.
kung ilan siya. So that's our Q1 and Q2 goal. Q3 and Q4 hindi pa kami sure. So nagfo-focus pa kami since kaka-establish lang din ng Pampanga. We're trying to establish the brand, no? We're so probably by Q3 and Q4
Team building.
Pwede. Pero yun, we're focusing sa yun nga, yung pag sa mga schools like kung by invite basta go lang yun. Like ako nakailan na ako.
How about sir sa ICT month sa June? May participations ba kayo sa sa DICT or wala?
Yung last time hindi pa namin sila partner pero most probably baka meron na.
Kasi sa June ICT month and kami sa LGU nagpa-plan na rin kami kung anong gagawin namin sa ICT month. And kanina nabanggit mo sir yung startups diyan sa Pampanga. Marami ba yung startups diyan?
Actually wala masyado kaya yun yung tina-target ko eh. Parang to also let's start or para ma-start na rin yung interest ng mga tao. Actually merong mga gusto pero walang parang walang support system eh outside nung TBI. So CPSA yung may TBI.
Ilan ang TBI
Angel,
dyan? One,
dalawa.
dalawa lang.
Si Holy Angel tsaka si Pampanga
Bataan
Agriculture.
wala? Bataan Peninsula yata meron eh. Wala.
Si BPSU meron. Meron din kay Bulacan si Sulong. Ay wait, TBI ba si Sulong or consortium?
Hindi yata consortium yata sila eh.
Consortium siya, sorry. Hindi siya TBI. Si Bataan meron.
Pero within Pampanga, isa.
Dalawa.
Dalawa si
Holy Angel tsaka si Pampanga State Agriculture College. So ayun, ang siguro challenging din kasi pag TBI within the school siya eh. So
within the school.
Siguro I mean I know na kahit they can support like outside the school. Pero syempre ibang tao medyo reluctant na kasi nasa loob ng school. So ayun, hopefully siguro by next year or so makagawa ng like TBI-ish na organization pero outside ng school.
Okay. Anyway, sir. This would be my last question na rin. Not totally question, but will you please invite na lang din our students, professionals sa DevCon or invite them sa community natin?
Yeah, sure. So, ayun, yung mga gustong mag-attend ng mga activities namin, meetups, no? So you can or check out our page sa Facebook, DevCon Pampanga, no? So as for like the whole DevCon Philippines, no, you can just search sa Google na devcon.ph. So nandun lahat ng mga initiatives namin, no? Like yung future and yung mga past ones. And if you want to collaborate, ayun, just message yung page namin na DevCon Pampanga, no? So we're happy to accommodate any collaboration or requests, even like outside ng Pampanga. So ayan, basta like North Luzon, sige. So basta bigyan niyo lang kami yung chance na mag-prepare na let's say kung for Baguio, Pangasinan, Batanes, gano'n.
Yun, Batanes, no? With free ticket, no? Free ticket.
Okay. So, ayun, please feel free to reach out to us for any inquiries or collaborations, no? So, or like, if you have any specific questions to me, you can find me sa Facebook or LinkedIn, Gracel Dungka. Di na kayo maliligaw. Ako lang isa naman sa Facebook tsaka sa LinkedIn na Gracel Dungka. So, ayun. And I would try my best to answer your inquiries or concerns.
Yun. So, Yeah, I'm hoping that yung sinabi mo sa amin kanina, yung pinangako mo sa amin, ko-connect mo
Ay,
kami
oo.
kay Kuya Dev. But ano, nung una, 2 weeks ago or last year yata, nag-chat ako sa Facebook niya, pero
Oo.
chatbot. So sabi niya
Oo.
sa akin, ganun, email na lang ako sa kanyang sa
Yeah.
official address niya. Nag-reply naman siya. Nag-reply din naman ako, pero siguro
Yeah.
natabunan yung ano.
Ay, I'll try to message him dun sa personal account niya kung sakali.
Okay, okay. Para malay natin, pagka meron kayong, kailan ba yung talagang DevCon Pampanga na parang regional event? Meron bang ganun?
So, like kung regional event na most likely yun na yung yun na yung dun sa startup or yung hackathon.
Okay,
Oo.
okay.
So, medyo nililimit namin yung muna, yung big events.
Okay, sige. Kasi
medyo start lang din. Saka, yun. Kailangan din kasi ng funds nun.
Yes. So yeah, sa amin, ako as an LGU, I represent the LGU. I think we can collaborate din sa DevCon. And as a content creator, pwede rin naman tayong mag-collab. Kahit saan tayong branch pumunta dyan, I'm here, I'm willing to help, no? So, and I'm hoping that hindi dito nagtatapos, Sir Gra, yung ating podcast. Pagka nakita natin talagang may more achievements pa and more partnerships pa, I'm hoping that isang usap lang natin, then ganyan, set ka agad ng podcast, no? So, yeah, I am very thankful that regardless, that kahit na napaka hectic ng schedule mo, di ba? Nagkaroon pa tayo ng adjustments eh. I understand kasi alam ko team lead ka dyan sa DevCon, and as a team lead talagang you have to, schedule, plan your your days and schedule. So for me, I must understand your situation din. So bukas yata meron ka sa PLN, no?
Hackathon sa Makati.
Hackathon. So those mga events is I think is a way to show that you're as a representative of DevCon or as a personal Ano ba yan? As DevCon or as Sir Gra? Doon na sama na yun.
Pwede namang pareho eh.
Sama na yun, di ba? Anyway, yeah. Again, Sir Gra, thank you very much for allowing us to conduct this podcast. And I'm hoping that someday hindi ka magsasawa na i-share sa amin ang iyong mga insights and another experiences. And I think I am very sure that before our semester ends, i-invite kita sa aming seminars. Kahit online siya. O kung on-site ba? Pwede bang on-site?
Pwede.
Or else, no? Yung mga student ko, punta kami dyan ng Pampanga, no? Pwede siguro yun, mag-partner na lang ng, meron ka bang partner na na school dyan?
Meron.
Or gusto mo sa, sige, basta, plano natin, pupunta kami dyan sa Pampanga, no? Pwede naman yun eh. So yeah, thank you very much again, Sir Gra. I'm hoping to have you as our guest again soon. And see you.
Yeah. All right.